Hi, I'm Adora. I am a digital marketing strategist and consultant, and I help female entrepreneurs build their brands online and build a solid marketing strategy online to help them get customers and clients right into their pipeline and to start making sales. And I have been doing that for well over 5 years now. It's definitely my passion. I love to help women. I love to see them grow their business. And it is something I wake up every day loving to do. I've been in marketing for some time. I started in corporate marketing and I kind of transitioned slowly from a side hustle all the way into a full-time entrepreneur. And so I'm really happy to be here and kind of share some of my ideas.
Oh, I really am so excited about this too, because I was talking to someone today that was talking about like marketing. I think she
Mhm.
got into digital marketing, but most people got into this during this COVID. I didn't even know you've been doing it for 5 years. So
Yep.
you
Yep.
actually do know what you're doing. And a lot of us need you. Yeah, I
Right.
know a lot of people do need you. So yeah. So I'm going to ask you, what does it mean to be a business owner?
So I started actually, I had a corporate job. So I did the whole traditional, going to college thing. I actually went in thinking I was going to have a journalism degree because I knew nothing about business. But when I got there, it just did not fit me. I mean, I like the writing portion, but the actual journalism and, some of their tactics, it just wasn't me. And I was still looking for something that's a little bit more analytical and that I could use my other skills. And so I started researching and seeing what can I do. And the business school really stuck out to me, and marketing in particular really stuck out to me. I was able to still use a lot of my skills, a lot of the writing. There's a lot of storytelling that you have to do in marketing, and so that talent really did kind of come through within the business school too. So I went ahead and did that. I graduated. I went on into corporate, the traditional way. I was on a marketing team. For a long time. And I actually started doing projects for free on the side because people would ask me, Adora, like, how do I grow my social media? How do I, get in front of my customers? I'm not getting business. And so I was doing this free until, I realized like, hey, I probably can start charging for this. And I started doing smaller projects and charging for those smaller projects. Well, eventually my full-time job had a layoff. I was in a layoff. And so it became a sink or swim kind of thing. So I decided to swim and use the talents that I already had to start building my business online and really start marketing my business too. So not only was I marketing my customers, but I was marketing myself. And so that's kind of how I got thrown into entrepreneurship. And it's been a journey definitely ever since. In entrepreneurship, you really have to have that mindset, like going from an employee where you have that check every 2 weeks into entrepreneurship where you actually have to make your own money. And I think that's the biggest adjustment that I would say, especially if you're looking to go into entrepreneurship, you really have to have that drive. And so what I tell everybody is make for sure that you choose something that you're actually passionate about because it is going to hold you through all the hard times and all the challenges and obstacles that you're going to face. It's that passion that's going to keep you in that drive.
Yeah, what you just said, make sure it's something that you love. Because if you don't love it, I mean, you're going there for the money. I mean, I'll tell you that when I first started publishing the magazine, the one thing that I know, I'm just going to be rich. I'm just gonna make money. So it was all about money, money,
Yeah.
money. So
Yeah.
I would say 5 years into the business, I started thinking maybe I can help people. I'm telling you, I took the money thing out of my head and started helping people. And the more I help people, the more people got to know me. And
See? Yep.
so and I feel, like fulfilled. Most of the time I'll just be doing something and people will go, oh, how do you make money? But I really do feel fulfilled because I love what I do. And once you love what you do, I think the rest is history. It
I
just
agree. Yeah.
works.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, it just works. So what is one thing, I would say good or bad, that you have learned as a business owner?
So one good thing that I've learned, is really been that I can rely on myself. Like I don't have to, have that check every 2 weeks because I have the skills and talents. And that's something, again, if you're going to go into entrepreneurship, you kind of really need to think about, is this something I can do long term? And if it's not, if it's something you're going into, and you don't really know much about it, make for sure that you do your research and things like that. So that you really have an understanding of what it is that you're getting into. Because once you get out there and you're on your own, you really have to figure out how to make it happen and how to bring in income, and how to really transition right. And I think that one kind of struggle that I had with that was I did have the corporate mindset. So I really got kind of down, when you didn't have an income for like several months. So, I had to really figure out how to bring in customers, like how to keep customers or how to keep people going. And so that is one thing I would probably say to, just really make for sure that you're ready for that part. It's not a get rich quick kind of thing. And so you need to just make for sure that you have a strategy and that you have, the right mindset for, entrepreneurship there.
Yeah, it's not a get rich quick.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
for sure. At least my story hasn't been.
Yeah, because most of us go in thinking, "Oh, I'm just gonna become a multi-millionaire."
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you know Kim Kardashian, that's probably not likely.
And like you say too, it's like coming from getting a paycheck every week and every other week and not getting it. So you just have to be patient. And
Yeah.
if it's something that you love, you just have to be patient.
You do.
In the end, yes. So what would you say is your greatest accomplishment as a business owner so far?
You know what? I feel really accomplished, especially when a client comes back and says like, "Hey, Adora, I got the sale. I got more customers coming in. And these strategies are really working for me." Like that makes my day when I hear those kind of testimonials, because I know that not only did it help me, but it helped them, really reach their goals. And now they are able to bring in money. They're able to bring in income. So that really lights up my day. And so that's the way I feel. That's the way I judge accomplishment, is by, really seeing and helping other people.
Yeah, we just keep going back to that, like whatever business you're doing, like I tell people, it has to help someone. Because if you're not helping someone, then, there's no need to do it. It has to be something that's helping someone.
Definitely, especially if you're in business, because I think that's really the purpose of business, is to serve, making for sure that even if you have a service or a product, like what is it, who is it helping, and what are they looking for, and can you fit that need? And so when you really fit that need, that's when you're accomplished, and they can come back over and over and over for that service, from you, because they know that you have the answer.
Yeah, and like exactly what you just said now, it's like word of mouth. So it's like once you do, I know you're in marketing, but once you do that, then people can just, like tell about what you do.
Right.
And then it's like Adora helped me, and I'm going to, tell someone else, and someone else will tell someone else. So
right. And you keep them longer too, because if you get, that's what you want to do in the long run. You want to keep people coming back, and you want to keep them, if that's how you build a brand. So if you think of Starbucks, you think of all the loyal people that they actually have, they'll come back to them no matter what.
I know.
And so that's the way you want to build a brand. Exactly.
Everybody just go there. They can tell you $20. You just get it.
Because it's their brand, when you go, they're going to be friendly with you. They're going to have good, products. So that's the way you want to run your business too. You want to make for sure that people come back, and people talk about it.
Yes. Yeah. So what's the best advice that you have received as a business owner?
I think the best advice, and it's short and sweet, would be to keep going, no matter what, to keep going and stay positive, because like I said, it really comes down to your mindset. It really comes down to, are you passionate about this? And it also comes down to, really being patient, like we said earlier, and to wait for results, right? So even if you are, just starting out and you're in that research phase, be patient with yourself so that you learn the skills that you're going to need to build a really solid business. And so that's what I would tell anybody. That's what I that I've been told, and I still use that every day.
Yeah, I really agree with that. Be patient, because I mean, it just goes back to everything we've been saying. Like people just start the business, and 1 year, most people don't even wait 2 or 3 years, and it's not going. It's like, okay, I'm just gonna jump into something else. Just be patient.
Right.
Especially this year, a lot of businesses have closed down. A lot of people actually started businesses, and it was like most people that I know, everybody went into candles.
See,
candles. Everyone I talk to, it's like, oh, I just started my own candle company, and I'm going like, okay, and then you're going to do it for 1 year, and it doesn't work, and you're just going to say, okay, let me go into something else.
Yeah, exactly. Like you said, it's, we can just use the candle thing. Like what makes you different than the next person? And so you kind of really need to think about that when you go into business. Like, is this something that I can really market and stand out in front of my competitors? Because if it's the same, then you probably will have a harder time, really building a brand.
Yeah, wow. Thank you so much for that. That's it. It's like everyone is in there in the candle business. So it's like, I'm selling, you're selling, you're selling. So who are you actually? I mean, you can't market to me.
Right.
I mean, I'm selling the same thing. So
Right. Now I saw a company, and they were actually selling candles, but their candles smelled like bake. Some of them smell like bacon, or some of them smelled like I don't know, like Home Sweet Home or something like that. So that was their competitive advantage. And so again, you have to use something like that, like, to make you different.
Oh, yeah. I think that's true. Put it this way, what do you think is the biggest challenge for the generation of women that will be coming behind you?
Often, I hear a lot of like confusion. So they're not sure, what it is that they should be doing. A lot of them have tried to do certain marketing tactics, and they don't work for them. So I think that is the biggest struggle, that there's just so much information on the internet now that, some people just don't know how to use what's going to work for their business. And so again, you really have to, if you know that you don't have the skill to do your own marketing, that you need to reach out to somebody who knows it, or whatever person that may be, and get the help that you may need. So we're not all talented in every area of business. So it's okay to ask for help, and it's okay to hire somebody who knows that area better than you. And I've done that in my business as well. So don't be afraid to ask for help.
For hell, my goodness. I mean, you actually really got me there. And can you believe that I just, like started doing it? I've been someone that, when you talk about being talented, so I feel like I can do everything. And then, most of the time we start thinking that nobody else can do it better than you.
Right.
So it's like I've not really been someone to ask, can you do this? Can you, it's like, even when someone finishes doing it, I'm just going to go back. I have to redo it. But, I'm learning, to leverage, the talent of other people, and to, kind of leverage other people's ideas. So I'm actually learning to do that now. And so what's the best way that we can reach you? Do you have a website?
Absolutely. So you can reach me in a couple of ways. You can always get on my calendar, but you feel free to reach me on my website. It's adoradrake.com.
Okay.
And you can kind of schedule an appointment there. And, if you wanted to, have some time where we actually talk about strategy, we can do that on the call. But you can also find me on all my socials. So I'm always Adora Drake, or Girl in Momentum. That's kind of my brand. So if you want to find me there, feel free to reach out to me there too.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to put all that. And I love that. You see, that was what I put it up when I set it up. I was like, wow, Girl in Momentum. I really like that.
Thank you. Thank you.
I like that. So